My name is Dr. Erica Steele. I'm a naturopathic doctor as well as the founder of Holistic Family Practice. Today we are going to discuss top nutrition myths. So I get a lot of these questions all the time about different aspects of nutrition. So I wanted to share some of the top tips and kind of debunk some of these. So the first one is carbs are bad. So there's definitely a trend going right now about keto. If you're into keto, don't hurt me, but don't be upset. But really, we get carbohydrates we use carbohydrates from our fruits and our vegetables for our short-term energy. So if you are dropping your carbohydrates down super low, you're not able to get the benefit of that short-term energy. Now, for a short-term period, if you do some different things with your macros, that's different, but any kind of long-term, you're going to have sustained health. With that being said, another nutrition myth, again, don't shoot the messenger, is vegetarian or vegan or raw food is the way to go, and that's super healthy. Again, like, this isn't about a fad diet. This isn't about, like, all or nothing. It's really the body likes moderation, the body likes balance, and it really all is based off of energy in, energy out, but how it based off your macros, which also goes back to genetics and your blood chemistry and processing. No matter what you eat, if you're not digesting and assimilating that diet well, you're not going to get the benefit from it, regardless of how great it is. Some people also do need some of those complete protein sources, while other people don't necessarily need as many. Another myth we're going to talk about are healthy fats don't matter. So a lot of times when I teach people about fat and the impact of fat, most of our society, unfortunately, eats way too many fats. And that's across the board. Healthy fat, unhealthy fat, doesn't matter. The liver processes it as fat. And so trying to get people out of that mindset that, oh, just because it's olive oil, that's okay. I'm going to turn my blind eye to salmon. No, fat is fat, and we really only have a precious number of grams of fat that we can really consume in a day. And so we need to really choose those fats, healthy fats, judiciously. Another myth that we hear a lot is skipping meals speeds up your metabolism. So there's definitely another fad of intermittent fasting and skipping, different meals to try to do different things to the metabolism. And remember, the metabolism is all the chemical processes of the body. So whether you eat, this part of the day or that part of the day, the metabolism can pretty much adapt to most anything as long as those biochemical chains are working properly. If those biochemical chains are not working properly, you will have some different challenges, meaning you may not necessarily want to eat in the morning, or your body just has adapted maybe to eating mostly in the evening, that kind of thing. Now, with that being said, it's better to eat earlier because you're going to have the opportunity to burn that off, rather than, let's say, eating 30 minutes before bed and then sleeping and digesting that. That's kind of harder to digest because you're not having the benefit of all of the energy from your blood pumping through your system to get your metabolism moving as well. Another myth that we're going to debunk is fad diets are the answer. So we mentioned keto, we mentioned vegetarian, vegan, raw food, but pretty much most fad diets out there really aren't based in science, unfortunately, even those that seem like they're science. So another thing that we have is the blood type diet. So there's an idea, a concept that went on for a while about, it's based off the blood type. And in theory, that sounds good. But in science, where we can prove or disprove, we've actually debunked that. And so we want to make sure that we are basing our nutrition decisions based off of science and based off of the individual science of each and every person. I'm an expert in laboratory diagnostics. I review a patient's lab work to be able to determine what the best diet is, fixing and repairing those broken biochemical chains, educating the patient on what works best for them individually instead of all of the different fads. With that being said, another nutrition myth is that you need supplements. So a supplement is there to supplement or support your diet. It's not there to do the diet's work for you, meaning that it's not like I can eat horribly and then supplement and I'll be fine, or I'm going to eat perfect, and then I'm going to supplement to death because the soils are depleted and all of that. And that may be true. Soils are definitely depleted. They don't have enough nutrients, but we also want to make sure that we're not overwhelming our body and giving our body too many things to have to focus on and do, because it's trying to always keep metabolism and it's trying to keep homeostasis going. And so if we put too many things, the body gets overwhelmed and it's like, whoa, and so that's where kind of those healing crises come in, and people detox too quickly and all those different things. So we really want to base it off of the lab work instead of just kind of random, like, oh, this is this for that, or this is this for that. Finally, the last nutrition myth I want to go over with you is that all skinny people are healthy and all people that are larger are unhealthy. So I have seen everything across the board, from people that their liver is just torn up and they're like teeny tiny, to people that are, larger, people and they're like twice as big as I am and their lab work looks a lot better. Naturally, of course, we don't want a lot of adipose tissue. We don't want a lot of visceral fat around our organs, because that creates metabolic disease, that creates hypertension, diabetes, etc. It slows the metabolic rate down. But just because you're skinny and your body doesn't hold on to adipose tissue does not necessarily mean your organs are healthy. So you definitely want to have your labs reviewed, and you want to make sure that you're basing it off the biochemistry. Remember, health is not based off the absence of disease or symptom. It's actually based off of your data and your individual results, which can be applied in your laboratory. So if you guys want me to review your labs, I'm happy to do so. I do consultations both in my practice in Virginia Beach as well as all over the world via Zoom, Skype, telehealth. My name is Dr. Erica Steele, founder of Holistic Family Practice, and we help families live